Alright, so today we are in Stories About Kevin. So the first story we have here is Kevin can't understand why he didn't get the job. This is Kevin. This Kevin is my former step-brother-in-law. I think that's right. My ex-wife's stepbrother. He was a gem in any number of ways, but one story jumped out at me today while listening to a podcast I'm sure a few of you know. I was working as a mobile games tester at a small tech company in the pre-smartphone days. Great pay, easy job, fun startup environment. Kevin was about the same age and self-proclaimed gamer and PC expert, so he asked me to set up an interview with my boss. The first advice I gave him was not to mention the disaster that was the liquid-cooled gaming rig he built himself. Oh god. So the interview arrives. Mind you, this was clearly advised as a permanent position with opportunities to advance. Early on, Kevin was asked where he saw himself in 6 months. He immediately replied that he wasn't sure. He was figuring things out, but he thought this job would be cool while he figured out what he really wanted to do. Of course he didn't get the job. I knew why almost as soon as he left his interview, because my boss was so shocked by that jackass answer and wanted to share with me. I told him I was fine with Kevin not being my coworker. So, of course, my ex-mother-in-law and Kevin's dad come to me as if I have any control over any of this and ask me to see if he can get a second chance. After all, Kevin was being honest, and honestly should be rewarded. I made it clear I was not going to stick my neck out when Kevin had so obviously given a dumbass answer. Fortunately, he went on to attend the State Police Academy, then fail out just prior to graduating because of an alcohol-related shoulder injury. Cabrón. This was right about the time my ex and I split up, so I have no idea what Kevin's doing now. Oh my gosh, OP. Jesus. Oh my, we are really starting off with a banger here, guys. The second story we have is Kevin, the scientist, does not understand virtual meetings. My former coworker Kevin from a small biotech firm was, and is still, a research scientist. His incompetence with technology sometimes makes one wonder if he had recently time traveled from the past. In addition to his inability to use hyperlinks properly, and unsuccessful attempts to kill us all, he is also quite helpless in virtual meetings. A few months into the pandemic, we had switched to virtual meetings at work. The first meeting was bumpy since some of us forgot to install Zoom until minutes to the meeting. And of course, Kevin was 10 minutes late because he needed help installing Zoom. You'd think that should be the end of the Zoom troubles, but you'd be wrong. He continued to be late for the meetings for some reason. He even missed an external project kickoff meeting because he couldn't find the meeting invite, assumed that he was uninvited to the meeting, and didn't bother asking. One time, I had a one-on-one meeting with him. I received an email saying that he signed into the meeting a few minutes early, but when I signed in, he was not there. Apparently, instead of waiting to be admitted into the meeting, as the pop-up window asks, he just closed the window and went to our manager to ask for the meeting invite for a meeting that our manager was not part of. Anyways, we did find a workaround solution of all of Kevin's meeting problems. An hour before each meeting, another coworker would email the meeting invite to Kevin again. Side note, she's nicknamed as Kevin Whisperer as she's the only person who could talk to him. I guess that's another story for another time. Multiple people showed Kevin how to use his calendar, etc. But he seems to only remember for a day. The Kevin Whisperer has recently left the company, which leads me to wonder how Kevin will ever find his way to his meetings again. Oh my gosh, the Kevin Whisperer is a perfect name for this. Alright, a third story for today's video. No sir, it is not my job to know. I posted this on r/Tales of Retail. I should check that subreddit out. But felt it might fit here. Apologies if it doesn't. Shout out to my fellow retail workers who have dealt with this particular buttholery on the regular. We must stick together to preserve whatever semblance of sanity we have left. Like all retail workers, I've dealt with more than my fair share of idiocy and rudeness. I want to talk to your manager, crybabies, and just breathtaking audacity some people have with their ridiculous god complexes just because they went shopping. You are no god, Brad. You are no special, Karen. Yeah, Karen, you're not special. You're the same pre-designed embodiment of slowly decomposing natural soil fodder that I am. Jesus Christ. The only difference is workers like me who know the rules better than you pretend to think you do because it's our job to know them. Rant over. I'm a cashier where I work, so you can imagine all the crap I have to deal with on a daily basis. It's not a physically demanding job, but it's extremely taxing mentally. One thing I had to deal with on a pretty regular basis is customers expecting more of me than I'm able to provide. Not so much because I don't know certain things, but I reprimand it if I do. The other day at work, I had just rung up a customer when I greeted another one who came in. He immediately comes up to me holding something. I'll call him Cliff. Cliff because he made me want to jump off one with his attitude. Fuck's sake. Anyway, Cliff didn't greet me back and just asked me, "Where can I find another one of these?" I didn't recognize the question and asked him what it was. Cliff's head jerked back and looked at me like I'd asked him a stupid question. "What do you mean you don't know?" I blinked. Because I've never seen that before. But if you know what it is, I can guess that Cliff interrupted me. "I'm asking you! It's your job to know this stuff to help customers!" I raised my eyebrows. A natural reaction. I can't help it. And slowly corrected him. "No, sir, it is not my job to know. My job is to ring up customers at my register and occasionally look up items missing barcodes. Now, if you tell me what it is," I pointed to the thing in his hand, "I can get someone whose job it is to know where to find it." At first, Cliff looked like he was about to give a half-baked rebuttal, but thought better of it. He apologized and told me what the thing was, part of the toilet that needs to be replaced. So I called for a plumbing specialist on the work phone, and he told me exactly where it was. I repeated to Cliff the aisle said it was down. Cliff walked off without another word, not even a thank you. I muttered, "You're welcome." Okay, I know how... I actually have some commentary for this. I also work in customer service, OP. And I know exactly how you feel. There are some customers who are in my store pretty regularly, and I love helping them get their stuff and ring them out and have them have a merry day. But there are also some customers who just are plain rude and who just don't give a shit about other customers and workers besides themselves. So I feel you there, OP. I feel you there. Yeah, I have quite a few customers that are like that at work. The last story of the day. Kevin doesn't know how to use an oven. I work at a popular fast food chicken restaurant. I have been working there for about 4 months now and have been dealing with a lot of people leaving, so we have been hiring a lot more. We recently hired Kevin on their first day. Says they used to work at another fast food chain and was practically a manager. Now Kevin is almost out of training and has worked this particular spot a few times and has been trained to do everything here. Today we were almost out of bacon and needed to make more. I asked them to do it. They say they don't know how. Okay, this happens. I tell them how to arrange the bacon and put it in the oven. They ask how long I should put it in the oven. I tell them 5 minutes. 5 minutes goes by and the oven goes off. I take it to open the bacon out. Okay. I open it to take the bacon out. I'm having a stroke over here. And there is no bacon in there. I look at this Kevin, put the top. What? I look at and this Kevin put the bacon on top of the oven instead of putting it in. Dumbass! Oh my god, that Kevin is an idiot. But there are some Kevins in the workplace. There are some Kevins exist, and so do Karens. I've even had my fair share of Karens too, obviously, since I'm a customer service worker. But yeah, I guess that's about it for this video. I don't know how long it is, but I'll see when I edit it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, click or tap that like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And don't forget to turn on those post notifications too. And also, remember, December, I'll be reminding you every single video. This Saturday, December 11th at 12 p.m. Arizona time, I will be live streaming for Thankmas. I already have a set goal, but that will be told in a totally different video that I will be uploading on December 1st. So remember, December 12th December 11th, sorry, at noon, Arizona time. Be there. If we go over the goal, great. Just keep it going. If we don't make it to the goal by the end of the stream, that's fine too. It's all going towards New Story, who partnered with Jacksepticeye and the Thankmas community. Anyway, be there for the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love y'all to death. Come back for a new Happy Wheels video tomorrow, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to stay positive until the prize lands end. Bye!